Good morning, guys, and welcome back to our channel. And as we all are preparing for our forthcoming examination, which is going to be held on 24th January 2021, all right. And today is 5th January 2021, Tuesday, and we are progressing ahead. Yesterday, we have discussed about a recent development in the field of higher education, okay, part one. And now today, as I told you yesterday, that we can get some more content on this. So now NEP, your National Education Policy, has its own goals and aims to be achieved. That what kind of changes the NEP is looking in the field of higher education in the forthcoming time. So that we are going to discuss in today's topic. Okay, guys. So let's start with our today's topic of the day. So we'll go first with the first point number one here. Okay, what it says that what the NEP is targeting. The NEP is targeting to increase the GER in higher education to reach at least 50% by 2035. Okay, means by 2035, the aim will be to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including vocational education, from 26.23%, which was in our last survey. Okay, so now they want this to bring up to 50% by 2035. Okay, guys, so this is the first goal of NAP in the field of higher education to achieve. Is it clear? Okay, the point number two. Okay, this is about our holistic multidisciplinary education. The policy envisages. Okay, now when you envision, it means to imagine. All right. So what this NEP and which policy we are talking about here? We are talking about a policy of our NEP. Okay, National Education Policy. What a national education imagine a broad-based, multidisciplinary, holistic education. Okay, at undergraduate level for integrated, rigorous exposure of to science, arts, humanities, mathematics, and professional fields, having imaginative and flexible curricular structures, creative combinations of study, integration of vocational, educational, and multiple entry exit point. Okay, now what is this multiple entry exit point here? That supposingly if a person uh, completes first year of his graduation, and due to XYZ reason that person is not able to continue further studies and he wants to drop out in between. Okay, so that person, supposing the person has dropped out in 2021 and now whole year he cannot study, and now he want to re-enter and continue with the course in 2023, so he or she may be allowed to do so. That is known as called a multiple entry exit point. This is one of the change in our education system. A holistic and Now further we see a holistic and multidisciplinary education will help develop well-rounded individuals who possess critical 21st century capacities in the fields across the arts, humanities, languages, science, social science, and professional, technical, and vocational fields. Okay, an ethic of social engagement. Okay, soft skills such as communication, discussion, and debate, and rigorous specialization in the chosen field or fields. Such a holistic education shall be, in the long term, the approach of all the undergraduate programs, including those in professional, technical, and vocational discipline. Okay, let's see further that the undergraduate degrees will be of either 3 to 4 years. Okay, this will be the duration of undergraduate degrees. Okay, with the multiple exit options within this period. Okay, means between these 3 to 4 years, the person can exit if it's required according to the situation. With appropriate certification, a certificate after completing 1 year in a discipline or the field, including vocational and professional areas, or a diploma after 2 years of study, or a bachelor's degree after a 3 years program. The 4 year multidisciplinary bachelor's program shall be the preferred options, since it allows the opportunity to experience the full range of holistic and multidisciplinary education in addition to a focus on the chosen major and minors as per the choices of the students. Okay, and now see, the one of the most important thing here is that is we are talking about an academic bank of credit. So an academic bank of credit shall be established. Okay, that is in short form. This is known as called your ABC. They may ask you in the form of full form or short form or whatever. Okay, so you should know this is what is ABC. ABC is your academic bank of credit. Okay, so now what will happen in this academic bank of credits? The academic credits earned from the various recognized higher educational institution, so that the degree from the higher education institute can be awarded taking into account credits earned. Okay, so there will be certain points the person will get. Okay, and that will be like a bank account, and your points will be added. Okay, and at the end when you will get the degree, so that point is going to prove helpful for the learner. Now, model public universities for the holistic and multidisciplinary education. Okay, and this is known as called a multidisciplinary education and research universities, MERUs. Okay, multidisciplinary education and research universities. This is the full form of MERU. Okay, they may ask you. So now, okay, so the MERUs will be set up and will aim to attain. What will be the aim? To attain the highest standard of multidisciplinary education across India. Okay, a number of initiatives will be taken to ensure optimal learning environment. Okay, and now what is here? Optimal in the sense of the best. Okay, best of the capacity, right? So the best learning environment and created that are engaging and supportive, and enable all the students to succeed. Okay, all the institutions and faculties will have the autonomy. Okay, to innovate on matters of curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. Okay, now what they are going to have the autonomy. What does this word autonomy means? Autonomy means freedom. Okay, freedom in what sense? Freedom to work in their field of their specific subject or whatever uh, education or the study they are doing. Okay, in that sense. Okay, so what they will have the autonomy to innovate on the matters of the curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. Okay, who will get this freedom? Students, all the students. Okay, as well as faculty. All the institutions and faculty will get this freedom to do the research on their topics. Assessment within the broad framework of higher education education qualification that ensure consistency across the institutions and programs and across the ODL. Okay, so now what this ODL are actually? This ODLs, this is your open and distance learning institutions we are talking about. Okay, so ODLs online and the traditional in-class modes. Okay, now higher education institutes shall move to a criterion-based grading system, and there will be what in future we are going to have a criterion-based grading system that assess the students' achievement based on the learning goal for each program, and also move away from high-stakes examinations towards the more continuous and comprehensive evaluations. So what is the use of this high stakes examination? This high stake test, okay, is a test used to make an important decisions about the students, educators, schools, or districts, most commonly for the purpose of accountability. All right. Okay, now the further changes which will come, the universities and the colleges, okay, will set up the high quality support center, okay, and will be given adequate means enough funds, okay, and academic resources to encourage and support the students from socio-economically disadvantaged background, okay. Professional academic and the career counseling will be available to all the students as well as the counselors to ensure the physical, psychological, and emotional well-being. Okay. Next, we have about National Research Foundation, that is called NRF. Okay, you should remember this full form also. NRF is National Research Foundation. Okay, a new entity will be set up to catalyze and expand the research and innovation across the country. The overreaching goal of the NRF, okay, National Research Foundation, will be to enable a a culture of research to permit through our universities, okay, to permit through our universities, helping. Now here what is this permeate is to spread, okay, to spread something. Okay, this word permeate. Okay, helping to develop a culture of research in the country through suitable initiatives. Okay, so this will be what they will do, to develop a culture of research in the country through suitable initiatives for and recognition of outstanding research, and by undertaking the major initiatives to seed and grow research at state universities and other public institutions where the research capability is currently limited. The NRF will competitively fund research in all the disciplines. Okay, successful research will be recognized, and where the relevant implemented through close linkage with governmental agencies as well as with industry and private philanthropic organizations. Okay, now what is the philanthropic organization here, guys? This philanthropic means the organization which are in the need of money or the need in the any kind of financial aid. All right. Okay. So also our new educational policy says the financial support for the students. Okay. So what the government is planning, the efforts will be made to incentivize the merit of the students belonging to SC, ST, and OBC and other SEDGS. Okay, and those who don't know what is this SEDGS, I would like to tell them this is your socio-economically disadvantaged groups. Okay, we call them it's SEDGS. Okay, so all the socio-economically disadvantaged group, they are going to get certain kind of scholarship, okay, or kind of financial support. Okay, the National Scholarship Portal, okay, will be expanded to support, foster, and track the progress of the students receiving the scholarship. Okay, not only this, but the government will keep the track of that also. Now, the private higher education institutes will be encouraged to offer large number of free ships and scholarships to their students. Okay, so now this will be the role of private education sectors also, to encourage, government will encourage them to do so. Okay, let's have a look at the next point. This seems quite important also. So open and distance learning. Okay, this will be expanded, thereby playing a significant role in increasing the gross enrollment ratio to 50%. Okay, so they want to jump to the higher gross enrollment ratios here, that is of 50%. The measures such as the online courses and res, digital repositories. Okay, now what are this repository? Is this? It means repositories. It is. I can say that this is a place where something is stored in a very large quantities. Okay, so the government is planning, as per the new education policies, that will be the digital repositories. Okay, this is derived from the word called REPOSITORY, repository. Okay, and funding for the research, improved student services, credit-based recognition of MOOCs. Now, what is this MOOCs? I would like to tell you here, guys, that this is massive open online courses. Okay, I'm repeating again, this is massive open online courses, and these are the courses, these are the free online courses available for anyone to enroll. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Okay, so this MOOS etc. will be taken to ensure, okay, will be taken to ensure it as per with the highest quality in class programs. Okay, the next is about internationalization. Okay, this is internationalization of education will be facilitated through both institutional collaboration and students and faculty mobility. Okay, what does it mean? Means institutional collaboration means the country will establish the connection with the other universities and educational institutions in abroad, as well as the mobility of students and faculty. Means there will be a program, student exchange program or the teacher exchange program. Okay, so the foreign or abroad students can come to India and Indian students can go over there. All right, and allowing the entry of top world ranked universities to open the campuses in our country. All right. Okay, guys. Now, till here we will discuss in this video, as the otherwise the video is getting stretched longer, right? Kind of, so that will become too much for you guys. So let's hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye for now, and best wishes from my side. Good luck ahead. Keep preparing, and don't forget to keep an eye on all the newspaper and all your GK and other preparation, don't only depend on this kind of videos only. Okay, because your self preparation is the best. There's one saying that God helps those who help themselves. Okay, so first of all you have to help yourself, then only others can help you out. Okay, if you will not help yourself and if you will spend your time, waste your time, okay, then I don't think anybody can help you to crack the examination. Anyway, my best wishes are there, and I'm sure you must be preparing and working hard on it. Okay, good luck, all of you. All the best. Bye bye.